So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 ways to get your mojo back in your relationship. Hi, Sharp Game here, coming at you from ChooseYourRelationship.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So yeah, sometimes people that's been together for a long time, maybe you're married, you got kids, you got the bills, you're busy, a lot of stuff going on. Maybe in the beginning of most relationships, it's just you and her, or him and her, just the two of us, and you have a lot of time to travel and do whatever you want. And then as the years go on, if you decide to, plan to be together, you have kids, get married, you got the bills on top of bills. Sometimes some people can forget or they have a hard time trying to spend time together. And sometimes the what got you together, it dissipates. People kind of forget, or they're so tired, don't have the energy. So a lot of things happen. One person is feeling neglected, the other person might not be interested. So all kind of stuff happens, man. But I tell you one thing, it's just my opinion. I gotta take a drink. I think first of all, the two people have to be physically attracted to each other. It's just my opinion. Now some people say looks don't matter. I don't believe that. If looks don't matter, I'm looking at you. The first day I met you, I was looking at you. So looks has to matter. If looks doesn't matter, how come you say you like guys that dress a certain type of way? If looks don't matter, how come you say you like women hair to look a certain type of way? So I think we're being hypocrites when we go around on the internet, or we go around society saying looks doesn't matter. I think we're being hypocrites. I think people are just saying stuff because it sounds good. But in reality, it matters. So I think if you picked up some weight since your wife had kids, or if you're a guy and maybe you got a little belly, I think it's a good idea to get back as close as you can to the person that you was when y'all first met. I'm not saying you got to be exactly like that person, but get back as close as that person physically as you can be. Now, before you even get to that stage, you have to know who you are. And I'm not talking about what your job is, your career, title, no. You have to know who you are, because some people lose themselves over the years. Some people start putting on an act. It's like kind of like they on stage performing or something like that. No. If you do that, you come off as being disingenuous. You're faking. Fake it till you make it. It's a lot of this out here. But the only problem with that, faking it till you make it, people pick up on that. It seems disingenuous. It seems like, it's just, we're just putting on a show. And there's a lot of couples out here that operate like this. But it doesn't work long term. Sure, in the beginning, it might work, depending on what type of person you're dealing with. But it's gonna crumble. and it's gonna go down like the Titanic. So you have to know who you are. You have to physically be attracted to each other, and you have to plan time together. Write it down if you have to. Make plans to be together. You have to make plans to be together. You should be making plans to be together anyway, as far as future goes. But you have to physically plan the day. Plan your day. At least once a week. Just you and her. Just you and him. Yeah, you have to plan at least one day a week. Now, some people will say, well, I ain't got time. Oh, we always make time for stuff that we care about. So I don't want to hear that. Now you're making excuses. You got time to watch that football game or the basketball game, or go watch high school football and basketball, or you got time to watch golf on television. You got time to go hang out with your girlfriends or drink after work. So we make time for anything that we really want to do that really gets us excited. But see, this goes back to the problem. The reason why a lot of people make excuses, because they're not really attracted to the other person anymore. Maybe they never was really attracted. Maybe they was alright, but they didn't really have that deep attraction for the other person. And a lot of guys I talk to has the same problem. Because a lot of guys, this is one of the main reasons why a lot of guys can't rise to the occasion. They can't get it up. Because they're not attracted to that woman anymore. And what's happened is maybe she picked up some weight, too much weight for him to handle, and he's probably afraid to tell her, or maybe he told her about it and she took it the wrong way because he probably said it the wrong way, and now he ain't attracted to her no more. And now a lot of guys, man, they got the drink to lay down with the woman. It happens. So they got to have a little drink, got to get high to rise to the occasion. This is sad, but it happens. This happens to a lot of couples in America. And that's because he's not attracted to her anymore. And it could be a woman. They go through same similar things as well as far as guys. Some women are just not attracted to the guy anymore. Or maybe she probably was never really attracted to him. Maybe he was alright, or maybe she settled. So once you get past all of that stuff, you have to really be honest. Y'all have to be honest with each other. I mean, you have to really figure out where does this lack of attention stems from. Is it and it's every side has to take some of the blame. There's no one person fault when it comes to anything. If you're in a relationship together, so that's I mean, it's hard when it's hard being in a relationship if it's just two people with no kids. So I can imagine how it would feel if you put kids in the equation. Oh man. But you have to plan. I can tell you this, you have to plan. And the longer you're together, the more difficult it is to make plans. Because the older most of us tend to get, we tend to take on more responsibilities. And we tend to get busy doing other things. So a lot of times we kind of get complacent. We kind of get into that routine of doing things, and that's not necessarily a good thing most of the time. I think being complacent is kind of a bad thing because you're either growing or you're dying. There's no in between. Either you're going, even you're moving forward or you're moving backwards. So you just have to make plans. Write it down. Plan a day, at least once a week. You know, because you know the old saying goes: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So hey, if you had a similar situation in your life, what did you do to get past it? Leave your comments below this video. And if you like this video, you probably want to get on. You probably want to get my newsletter by clicking the link below this video. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.